I'm protesting the fact that I got a citation for drawing caricatures and giving them away for free.
For free?
For free.
They cited you for that? When did that happen?
January the 30th.
Okay. So what do you expect to come out of this today?
I just want to get attention and bring a problem to the attention of the public so that if they have any thoughts on the subject, they could bring it to the city council, the mayor, city manager's attention, since he doesn't seem to want to listen to us.
Okay, so are you going to the city commission meeting today? Is that part of the plan? What are you going to do up there?
Draw their pictures.
Oh, you're going to draw them. Very good. Maybe we can get some of those on video.
Sure.
Can I get your name, where you're from?
Larry Horton. I'm from here in St. Augustine.
Okay, real good. Thank you. How about this guy over here? What's he doing?
This is our sign.
Okay.
This is my son. He's the one who played on the banjo. They threatened to throw him in jail about 3 weeks ago.
They're going to throw that young man in jail?
Yes, sir, for playing the banjo on the street.
Now, why were they going to throw that young man in jail?
He was out here playing the banjo without a permit.
Was he trying to make money at it?
No, sir, they were giving him money. He wasn't trying. But basing it on the child labor law, which no one has hired him at any time. And you know, if you want to give somebody your $5 bill or a dollar bill, it's your money. You ought to be able to do what you want with it.
All right, tell me what it's about.
It's about a city manager who is out of control of the politicians. The politicians have no control over him as he directs his police like a strong-armed thug. We got thugs out here threatening children with arrest for doing what they have a civil right to do.
Mayor, I move to approve ordinance 98-03 to be placed on first reading.
Second.
Thank you. I got one question for Mr.
Harris.
Is that Mr. Harris first?
Wherewithal and with a real good plan. The current developer that is in the audience right now wants to put some patio homes on here that some, checking this is, I believe, Eagle's Nest is the change request by the developer. I don't know if that needs an amendment.
Eagle's Crest West.
Put into the city. And this is definitely a good way of doing it and keeping up with what we may need to do in the future. Who knows what the future holds for us.
Well, we can decide on the future ourselves if we have the right vision. Okay, and what I'd like to do is, Paula, could you get a copy of this to Joe Gordy, who was the head of it, and also Mayor Greg Baker, ex-mayor, former mayor Greg Baker? They do? Okay. And just let them look at it. I'll follow up to them just to see if they want to get involved with this, and then I'll bring back an update to this commission. I'd like for you all to people on how what we did according to for the people that were involved with this. So anybody on there? Yeah, I just want to say, Mr. Pomar, I think you've done a good job, and I think the city staff's done a great job of accomplishing these things. So thank you very much, Commissioner Len.
Mr. Pomar, in here. I read this whole thing and did not see it.
It's a big hand in that also.
Good job.
You know what's, again, I don't want to belabor this thing, but
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to read this whole thing yet. But I read through this, and I think it's important to note that so much of what we have done in this commission in the last 3 or 4 years, or at least 3 years, has completely paralleled what this report was. Down in the parking at the VIC and the children's playground, all of that was part of this vision, and I'm real happy to see that it came to fruition. Next are items by Mayor and Commissioners. Commissioner Burr?
I don't have anything.
I have something I'd like to talk about this evening. It has to do with the San Sebastian properties. So I've got a few phone calls and I've seen a few articles in the paper.
Florida Avenue. I just want to make one thing clear. Larry, when he was working, January 30th, he had a sign with big red letters on his easel that said free. He was drawing for free. In fact, I talked to you, Mr. Mayor, that morning, and I asked you, did you think you had a problem with us going out there and drawing for free? And you said no. And I'll remind Mr. Pomar what he said, April 28th. They can draw anywhere in the city they want, all day long as they don't sell it.
That's exactly true.
That's right. And he was not selling a thing, and he got a citation anyway.
And that's what I just referenced that to. I agree with you. You came to me. I gave you the rules that the police had to follow. And
I'm Roger Jolley, 31. Liberty is lost. It's gone. Doesn't exist in this city. We have a tyrant, King Joe. You've been singing his praises all day. Oh yeah, King, yeah, very good. King Joe. We have a tyrant. We have a weak committee without the strength to control his behavior, his direction of police policy. For 30 years, he's outranked the chief of police. He outranks you. You have no power to stop him. You have demonstrated that you have no power to stop him. If I go out and play music on St. George Street tomorrow, I will be arrested. Well, that's going to happen. I served my country during the Vietnam War. Members of my family died to preserve freedom during World War II. High school friends died fighting to preserve and defend liberty in Vietnam. It is intolerable to me that I am treated as less than a citizen. Every day I am confronted with my loss of liberty, and I will endure it no longer.
Commission will know, Mr. Your decision. There's no right to go before. There's a right to speak at certain public meetings. We have on the agenda a place for people who want to speak for up to 3 minutes. Beyond that, there's no inalienable right to be on the commission agenda to talk about a subject unless the commission wants to hear it. So it's basically your decision. I would doubt any court that I know of would allow someone the unfettered discretion or right to come before a commission to say whatever they wanted to say on any subject. But they do have a right to appear and speak on subjects before the commission. And we have something which a lot of places don't have, which is a right to come before the commission and speak about anything for 3 minutes.
So Mr. Pomar denying Roger to be on the agenda today certainly doesn't, in your opinion, violate his constitutional right?
No, sir.
I just want to make sure we're
upset and out of control, it seems as if, when Mr. Jolley says certain things. But I do feel that he does have a right to be put on the agenda.
I will eventually have recourse, and he will be well aware of that. But until then, the reason I did not put him on the agenda is the same old plather he always comes up with. And without a 3-2 vote of this commission, I'm not putting him on the agenda. He has a constitutional right, as everybody does, to get up here and say whatever he wants to on matters not on the agenda. As long as he comes up and personally attacks me with no fact, with no basis, and no legal basis, I'm not putting him on the agenda. You vote 3-2 to put me on him on the agenda, I'll do anything you ask me to do.
Well, I think that what Mr. Pomar said is absolutely right, that it is a personal attack, and I think that's one reason that we have, and certainly have, we're kind of tired of hearing that.
And I have given you the facts. I've brought the facts here. The attorney to look at the facts. I'll give him my whole case. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But I'm not wrong. And facts are there, and the reason Mr. Pomar has had no recourse is because I'm simply speaking the truth. Thank you for your time.
Will you come next 2 weeks and lay it all out?
Okay, I'll be here. Thanks.
Mr. Mayor,